First of all, I was not super into Forbidden Door going into the show. I feel like there was not enough build to start, and it doesn't help that they started off with 2 matches with people I don't really care for. Let me just say there were 0 bad matches on this show. Every match at minimum was a 3.5-star match. First off, MJF versus Tanahashi. Didn't have any build. It was a good match, but I couldn't get into it. CM Punk versus Kojima. I'm not a fan of CM Punk and I don't really watch New Japan, so I couldn't really get invested. That being said, it was still a fun match. They put on a show and CM Punk really embraced the crowd booing him in Canada. Fatal 4-Way with Orange Cassidy, Shibata, Daniel Garcia, and Zack Sabre Jr. This was an awesome match. It was a bit of a spot fest, but I enjoyed every minute of it. I don't know why Daniel Garcia keeps doing that thing where he's... I don't know what's up with that, but it was funny. Orange Cassidy was great as always. Zack Sabre Jr. was great. Shibata was great. And Orange Cassidy picked up the win. Orange Cassidy is criminally underrated. People don't want to give him credit because he's a comedy character. But if he could just drop that comedy character gimmick, man, he would be a top-level star. Jungle Boy versus Sonata. The standout spot was when he held Jungle Boy by his neck and then swung him around. Bro, I was terrified for Jungle Boy's life at this point. This whole match, Jungle Boy was just getting abused. Like, no wonder he turned heel. Get him beat down like this and Hook's just on the outside not helping. Hook should have tried cheat or something to help him out. So I would be mad too and clothesline my friend. But it looks like Jungle Boy teasing that he's going after the FTW title. Please don't, because nobody cares about the FTW title. The Elite with Eddie Kingston and Ishii versus the Blackpool Combat Club with Umino and Takeshita. This is a fun match. It was not as great as I expected it to be though, but the spots with Eddie Kingston and Jon Moxley were fun. It felt like it was missing something. It didn't quite have the big fight feel that I expected from this match. Willow Nightingale versus Toni Storm. I loved it. I love Willow Nightingale, and Toni Storm is great. So this was a banger of a match. Willow Nightingale is the future of AEW's women's division, and I can't wait till she win that women's championship. So Willow look amazing. I love when she gets fired up. It's just fun. This match was just fun. Toni Storm ended up picking up the win. Kenny Omega versus Will Ospreay, undoubtedly match of the night. It was banger from start of the bell to the end of the bell. The standout spot was when Will Ospreay hit the one-wing angel and Kenny Omega kicked out at 1. Kenny Omega's like, bro, you just hit me with my own move? Get out of here with that. But this was amazing. 5-star classic, and I can't wait for them to have part 3. This should have been main event, but after Danielson's performance, I can understand why it wasn't. Suzuki, Sammy, and Jericho versus Sting, Darby, and Naito. I wasn't super invested in this match, but of course, Chris Jericho versus Sting is a dream match of sorts. That being said, it was fun, and Sting, Darby, and the other guy picked up the win. And finally, Danielson versus Okada. Dream match, tied for match of the night with Kenny Omega and Will Ospreay. I understand why they separated these 2 matches because they both were amazing. The crowd will be completely drained if they had these matches back to back. Immaculate selling by both men. I was scared for Daniel Bryan. He was convulsing inside the ring. I'm not even sure if that was real or just his selling. But it's reported that he fractured his arm and he's going to be out 4 to 6 weeks. If there's anybody that shouldn't be working this strong style, it would be Bryan Danielson. But this match right here was a technical masterpiece. Bryan Danielson and Okada, I need this match one more time. This match was just greatness in all its forms. This match, you could put this on the level of Kurt Angle versus Chris Benoit. Just amazing technical work that will stand the test of time, and people will be looking back at years from now to try to figure out how to be a great wrestler. Bryan Danielson, amazing. Okada, incredible. This was 5-star classic. 5-star classic. All in all, Forbidden Door was a good show, 4.5-star show at least. I wish they took away a couple matches off this card. You didn't need the MJF match, you didn't need the CM Punk match, you didn't need the Sting match. Everything else felt like it belonged, but those matches right there, they didn't even need to be on the card. They could have been on Dynamite, really. What are your thoughts on Forbidden Door? Let me know in the comments.